So Carson, I guess first off, just you're a Winnipeg boy. How exciting is this to be playing your final round on the big ice surface downtown?
Yeah, it's a pretty special moment for me personally. Kind of grew up watching hockey here, whether it be the Moose or the Jets. Come to this rink as long as I can remember. So to get to play on it at this stage is it's really meaningful to me.
Do you feel there's a little boost in the locker room right now, just getting this opportunity?
Yeah, I don't know if we can account it to the rink. More so the situation we're in. I think being in the finals is what's given us the boost. It's really cool to play in the rink, but just being in the finals gives us a boost, and that we've been looking forward to this, and we expect to be in this spot all year.
What did you learn from last season, going through the series with Edmonton and falling short of where you are right now? How much value did you take out of that experience that might have helped you through this year?
Yeah, it was definitely a big step for our group. I think a lot of guys that were on that team last year gained a lot of experience, gave us more resilience for this year. I think taking from that series against Edmonton, just knowing how hard it is, every play, every little mistake is so noticeable, and that's what it's going to be in this series. So taking that with us and not forgetting about last year, because I'm sure we're in for something similar this year.
What would you say the difference is to this year's roster to last year's?
Yeah, I think last year we were a deep team, but I think this year we're a little bit more versatile. I think we're heavier, a little bit older this year, and we can play a speed game and a physical game and whatever we need to play. As we're last year, I felt we were kind of limited to playing a high skill speed game, which sometimes the game calls for that, but we found the series last year that didn't really work for us. So I think being more versatile this year will give us better edge.
You got a guy on your blue line in Graham Swart who's played a lot of U.S. division games with Spokane. Is that a guy that maybe you lean on for a little bit of intel as far as what Seattle's all about?
Yeah, I think he knows a lot of these players a lot better than we do. Ostapchuk as well, playing in the BC division. They play against these teams lots, so they definitely know probably a few things about these guys. We've asked them, and they've been speaking up in the room about that. So it's handy to have a couple guys that are more familiar with this team than we are, only playing them once in the past 3 years. So.
What do you expect the biggest challenge with Seattle will be?
Yeah, I think compared to any other team we've played this year, their depth kind of matches ours more than we've seen. I think in past series and past games, our third line is outmatched other teams' third lines pretty good, but that's not going to be the case this time. They have a really good third line and fourth line too, same with ours. So that's going to be a big challenge, and we'll see how we handle it.
Last question for me, just the confidence level of the team, just looking at the last two series, falling behind to Moose Jaw, coming back to win that one in the way that you did, and then sweeping Saskatoon in the semifinal. I mean, what's the confidence level like, and how did that experience of being down in a series maybe help that confidence?
Yeah, it was a good experience for this team to go through. I think we went through it last year, but not everybody that's here this year was here last year. So being down against Moose Jaw, we felt like we had our backs against the wall, especially in overtime there. Game 4, being down 2-1 in the series, really tested us, and we're going to see adversity, and it's not going to be smooth sailing here in the finals. We know it's going to be tough, so going through that's really handy. And as far as the confidence, it's we feel good about our team, but we know we're seeing a harder challenge than we've seen all year, and it's going to take the best from everybody to have success.